This as Americans are feeling more and more anger over President Obama's budget, busting $1 trillion healthcare reforms plan, and the federal government's $9 trillion deficit. It's continuing to rise, and the anger could worsen as we brace for 2 days of job numbers, where an increase is expected. So with all this outrage boiling over, could America be on the verge of a revolt? We're joined by Patrick Byrne. He's the CEO of Overstock.com. Michael Patrick Leahy is the nationwide Tea Party Coalition spokesperson. He also happens to be the author of Rules for Conservative Radicals. And in D.C., Ben Ferguson. He is the host of the nationally syndicated show, Ben Ferguson Show. Good morning, gentlemen. Good to see you guys. Ben, I presume your listeners are angry about this. They're angry about jobs. They're angry about the federal deficit. What are people saying they want to see? What kind of answers? What kind of results?
Well, I think a lot of people in this country obviously voted for this hope and change because if you remember, even when he was elected, he said, I'm going to cut the deficit in half by the time of the end of my first term. Now we're hearing how many $1 trillion in debt when it's supposed to be in the billions after 4 years. They're angry about that. They're angry about the SEC, that the fact of the matter is when times were, good for this country when it came to finances, the SEC was completely blind and totally unequipped to be able to get people like Madoff or Sir Alan Stanford with Stanford Financial. And so I think that a lot of it right now is they were looking for all this type of change and things to get better, and the fact is it's not. The jobs we're still losing jobs. We have a deficit, and the president got played by his own party when it came to stimulus with all their pork barrel spending. And that's why you see him suffering right now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ben.
No, Alexa, I think one of the things here you look at is you talk about the extremism of this administration. Barack Obama does not need one single Republican vote to pass health care reform. It's his own party that's saying no to this. And now the next program after Cash for Clunkers, which you know this as well as I do, these dealerships right now around the country have not been paid back even like 2 or 3% of the overall money that they have went out, and they're not getting interest. And now we see a government that's saying we're going to have cash for appliance clunkers to get Energy Star things. That's not what government was about. That's why people are angry right now. I think the president is in favor of this bill. I think he pushed it with that fake timeline of August. We have to get this done or it's going to be a catastrophe. He came in and he started being president by saying we have to do it or the world's going to end. He did it on stimulus. He did it with Cash for Clunkers. And now, this is a desperation move. And he is putting all his chips on the table with going before Congress. The last time a president did this was after 9/11, and he's basically turning health care into his 9/11. It's almost embarrassing.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I guess I know how the three of you guys feel.